think it is time that we start our sourdough journey. I'm really tugging. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh. Sugar, mommy. It's the moment of truth. She's really dense. I'm just proud that it tastes like sourdough. Hello guys, and welcome back to today's vlog. We are officially back in Arizona. I feel good being back. We've been gone for about 4.5 weeks. We got back to Arizona about like 4 days ago. We've just been kind of like settling in ever since. We actually flew back to Arizona, so we drove up to North Dakota, we flew back to Arizona. My parents drove Hadley down, and so Hadley is officially safe and sound in our home, which makes me even more happy because I have my pup back. We're just trying to settle in and get used to life outside of North Dakota again. It is still very hot down here. It's just quiet. Being in North Dakota for about 4 weeks, I mean, we did not sit down like once. Like, we never had a night to ourselves, just like sitting on a couch, which honestly I love. I love being busy. I love being around family and friends. It was just a very like wholesome trip. I was so sad to leave, but it does feel good to be back. We're gonna spend this vlog kind of like getting back into the swing of things, just making myself feel like home again, because sometimes when you're gone for so long and your house just feels like quiet and sterile, and I'm like, I want it to feel like home again. So we are doing something today that I have never done before. Let me just show you. While we were back in North Dakota, I had one of my best friends give me a fresh loaf of sourdough, and then we had a family friend of my mom's give us another fresh loaf of sourdough, and I was like, I think it's time. I think it is time that we start our sourdough journey. I actually got 2 different starters, so one for my friend and then one for my family friend. We're gonna try both of them today and tomorrow because it takes around like 24 hours to get the sourdough prep, and I also had to I had to get the sourdough starter down from North Dakota to Arizona, so I have a feeling that one of them is dead. I don't know which one. I don't know which one's dead, if they're both gonna work. Maybe they're both dead and I just have no idea. And so we're gonna try these out. I have no idea how to make sourdough. It's my first time ever making it. I don't know, I'm just excited. I love sourdough so much, and I hope that it turns out the way that these women's sourdough turned out, because theirs was so good. It was better than any sourdough I ever get like at a store, and I just want to make sourdough just like they did. So that is the plan. I have gotten a few things over the past like few days just trying to like prep for my sourdough, and so I'll show you what I all got. One thing I accidentally threw away in a box. I'll show you that. Amazon's reshipping it. Here is everything that I have and I've received over the past few days for sourdough. And so some of the things I already had, some of the things I bought mostly from Amazon. So this is like your bread basket, and this is what I think you like proof your actual loaf in overnight, maybe. I don't know, I need to read up on the instructions. And then I got one of these. It's like a scraper deal. I actually got a nice one because I have been wanting one of these to cook with as well, so I did get a decently nice one. It's from Amazon, but it's this brand. And then this is like a little stir that you're supposed to stir up your like sourdough starter flour and water with. I have a wooden like spoon that you're supposed to be like stirring up your starter with. However, this is what I'm gonna be using for right now because I accidentally threw the one in the trash that I just got from Amazon. So another one's on the way, but I'm just gonna use the edge of this for stirring it up. Room temperature water is always a necessity. These are becoming room temperature, so these are my 2 starters. I have their names on this one. This one's Peyton's and this one's Lisa's. And then I also got a scale. However, Lisa's recipe does not ask for like measurement. It's only like by the cups, so it's not by grams, it's by the cups. So we're gonna do this one today. We're gonna do 2 loaves of this one, and then Peyton's recipe is by grams, and so I will be doing this one on a different day. I'm just gonna use those 2 starters, see if both of them are still alive, and then go from there and see which one I like the taste of better. Oh, and then I also got these little like fabric linen pieces that go over top of a mason jar, but these things are used so that the starter can breathe in the fridge and while it's just like sitting around. But I will link everything down below if you're looking into starting your sourdough journey. I am going to be using this organic bread flour from King Arthur. Apparently you're supposed to just like feed your starter. I am a little nervous. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. What I do know is that everything is supposed to be at room temperature, so I actually took these out around like 6 a.m. this morning, around 8 a.m. so they've been out for around 2 hours. It does say on this thing right here that it should be out of the fridge for about like 3 to 4 hours. I don't know, we're just gonna go ahead and do it. So again, this is considered mother, and I need to pour this mother into another pint jar to create a starter. I got these Weck jars, which are gonna be my starter. These ones I also got on Amazon. I just love the look of these. Like, I just feel like these are high quality sourdough starter. I have no reason for thinking that. It just feels right, you know? But we're gonna use 2 Weck jars. Oh my gosh. Okay, so apparently we gotta pour around 1/4 of a cup of starter into the Weck jars. And the idea here is that your starter is going to grow to like half its size or something like that. I guess we'll see. Okay, so now I have my mother and my starter, and then I'm supposed to feed my mother 1/4 cup flour and 1/4 cup water. And then I also think I'm supposed to feed my starter the same exact thing. Why is this so confusing? Okay, yeah, that's what I think we're supposed to do. So let's go ahead and feed them both water. And since it's supposed to be room temperature is the only reason why I have it in this little thing right here. Okay. We might have the ugliest sourdough tomorrow. We just have no idea. All right, and then I'm gonna take it and stir it up with my wooden spoon. I literally have no idea why you use a wooden spoon. They say you're supposed to use a wooden spoon. And then apparently it's supposed to look like pancake batter. This is looking a little runny. I might put a little bit more flour in there. This is why I think I should actually use a scale, but they say it's pretty foolproof. So I'm just gonna go with that and believe them. It smells so good. All right, so we have our mother, our starter. We're gonna let this thing set on the counter for 3 to 4 hours. So I feel like I should put it on a timer, and it's supposed to rise to about half its size. So I'm gonna be staring at this thing for the next 4 hours, making sure that it rises. I hope so. This is my baby, my new baby. It's alive. Austin was like, how do you know that it is still alive? And I said, it's gonna eat you in your sleep, and then you know it's alive. Ooh, Tom Brady.
What?
You wanna go see Grant? Should we go see Grant? And Nate? I don't like bananas. It is much later. I look so rough. I have the laziest Saturday I've had in probably over a month, and it's just gonna continue to be lazy. But I'm about to head out. I'm gonna go see Brooke because I haven't really seen her much since we've been home, and then gonna head to the grocery store. I'm actually just gonna go Trader Joe's tonight. I need like a few things. We have some fresh salsa in the fridge that I need to eat, and I need tortilla chips, so I'm gonna run there. And then I'm gonna do like my Sprouts trip tomorrow because I need some more things. But look at this. I'm scared to touch it, but it's risen half its size. Do you see that? When I get home, I'm gonna start like doing all like, you can call it like kneading, but I don't think it's actually kneading. It's something else. It's like where you like tug and pull. Is that what it's called? I have to do it 4 times every 30 to 60 minutes. And then I put it in the fridge for the night and it's ready to bake. So it's already 4:30. So it's gonna be probably a late night of doing all that stuff, but that's okay. I have nothing else going on. It's gonna be lazy Saturday night in while Austin goes out and hangs out with his boys. I love it. I haven't had one of these in a long time. Something I think about as I'm driving is like how I actually feel like a sense of culture shock right now. And because like it is so busy in Arizona. It's middle of summer, so it's like not too crazy busy, but it's definitely like busier than normal, and I'm just not used to it being in North Dakota for an entire month. Like this morning, Austin went to a coffee shop and like we literally could not get a coffee because it was so busy because of a car show, and like you just don't get that in North Dakota. Like nothing is so busy like where like you have to wait in line for things, or like you can't do something because like there's too many people there. And I felt like a sense of culture shock this morning. I just think it's so funny. I like didn't think I'd feel that. Oh my goodness, hi. Oh, I love you. I missed you too. It's only been like an hour, but that's okay. My favorite thing about coming home to you is you always have a greeting, even after it's a little bit of time. Oh my goodness, I love you. Got a decent amount from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna just go off of my culture shock talk that Trader Joe's was so busy on a Saturday night. It was wild. Like, I'm shocked. It was busier on a Saturday night than when I go on Sunday morning, and that really surprised me. And like everything was so picked over. I remember talking about this in a last vlog, like a past vlog, and I think I knew that it was gonna be busy because like it's been busy on Saturdays in the past. But damn, she's busy. And then I also ate about half a bag of these. Popcorn, so no one's surprised there. It's typical. It's hoping to be home by 6 and it's 5. It just turned 6. So we're right on the money. I'm only gonna show you a few things that I got. I got like a lot of things that I'm stocking up on. Nothing too crazy, but there were a few fun things that I got in here. I really want to try. New favorite obsession from Trader Joe's, I think I have to crack one open right now, is the organic coconut water. It is the best tasting coconut water ever. It's literally just coconuts. It's single origin. It is delicious. This is what it looks like, and you can find it next to like the teas and like the kombuchas and stuff. It is so good. It's like so naturally sweet. I cannot get over it. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. I heard from somebody, I don't eat a lot of peanut butter because it's supposed to be an acne trigger. I heard from somebody a while back that Valencia peanuts are better for acne for some odd reason. I have no idea why. And sometimes I just crave like a peanut butter, like vanilla peanut butter smoothie or something like that. And this just was calling my name. I'm like, that sounds so good. And then I got, these were on like the new aisle. It's gluten-free, crispy, crunchy chocolate chip cookies. It says they're rich and buttery. So let's go ahead and give them a try. Oh, they're like big, like Chips Ahoy. It tastes like a Chips Ahoy cookie. I'm here for it. I'll eat those. Are the ingredients good in them? No, you don't want the ingredients. I prefer gluten-free cookie. What else did I get? My two last things I want to show you were my favorite gluten-free pizza. This is the best one out there, I swear. It's the one from Trader Joe's. It's an uncured pepperoni pizza. Veggies on it. And then these gluten-free chicken nugs. I never knew that these were gluten-free until my friends told me. I was like, I just never looked at the nugs. I'm like, they would not have gluten-free nugs. But they do. And these are them. And they're actually really good. Again, ingredients not great. However, the good thing about them is it's real chicken and it's actually raw chicken. So you have to make sure you cook it all the way through. I like that it's raw chicken because then you know it's real. It's not like ground up shit. So that's the mini little Trader Joe's haul. I got 10 more like fruits and vegetables and stuff I'm gonna cook for this week. But that's gonna be it for now. I love this coconut water. I now watched like 6 videos of how to do this next step, but as you can see here, my sourdough starter is more than half its size, so apparently it's ready to go. Yay, I'm nervous. Ah! It calls for 1.5 cups of flour, so that's what we're gonna do first. The one side of the recipe says 1 tablespoon salt, but the other side of the recipe says 2 teaspoons. What do? I feel like I have to go with the more salt because that's just who I am. I'm a salty girl. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. I have a feeling this is not the salt that you're supposed to be using. So here we go. 1 tablespoon seems like a lot of salt though. Oh, shit. No. It calls for 4 cups of flour. Ah! Okay, so I have 1.5 in there. 4 cups. This is 2. You guys, this is why I do not bake. I cannot get this stuff right ever. I don't know if I'm like dyslexic or what. 2.5, 3. That seems like a lot of flour. How many buns am I making? Let's just make 1. Holy shit. Okay, 1.5 cups of water. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I think I gotta put this whole thing in there. Okay, it smells sour. Here I go. I used this tool. Oh, she's alive. Ooh, baby. Look at her, she's all stringy. It doesn't say to weigh this. That's the issue. That's what I'm like a little bit nervous about, is that this recipe doesn't say anything about actually how much starter should go in there. The urge I have just to try the starter right now. Is that bad? Like, would I get sick since it's like, no, right? Because you can eat fermented stuff. Okay, so I think you're supposed to leave it pretty chunky. Riley's like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know how wet this is supposed to be. I think you might need a little more water. This looks delicious and all I want to do is eat it. This is turning out right, you guys. I need to watch a video. Yeah, hers looks way more wet than mine. We're gonna cover her, leave her and let her be for 30-ish minutes, and then we're gonna come back and do a tickety tug. I have them both tucked in here all nicely. I made the towel wet, it's like a tea towel, and put it over top. That's what somebody told me, is to like keep it damp because it helps like moisten up the bread. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go, but that is what we're doing. I can't believe it's already almost 7 p.m. I feel like my day has just been so random, but I feel like I've been saying to myself for the past like month that I am just looking forward to a day where I don't have to think about anything or do anything. I'm very thankful for having one of those days. Although I don't know why, sometimes the chillest days make me the most anxious, and I have a feeling it's because like my childhood and like, not like my childhood, but like my like teenage years. Like I always felt like, well, I was. I tended to be left out when I was in high school. And so I think like when I'm sitting at home alone or when I'm doing nothing, my anxiety kind of like creeps in a little bit, and I'm sure it's just kind of like a natural like way that my brain is thinking just because of like what I went through in high school. And Austin always says, he's like, you need to get up and do something because I can tell that you are like going into this like state of mind where you're acting like you're being like left out of something, but like there's literally nothing to be left out of. And I don't know, he's totally right. Like that's exactly how it is. And I started feeling that way around like 2 p.m. today. So I got up and like did like a little Melissa Wood health workout, and then I went to see Brooke and go to the grocery store, and it definitely made me feel a lot better. So I'm happy about that. It's just crazy how my brain does that, but it is so nice just to have like a night to myself or like a day to myself. I wish I could take them in like a happier way whenever they come. I'm like always so excited about them, and then like I get into these like really weird moods. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. So my kitchen is an absolute disaster. I need to clean this up. And then I'm thinking I go take a shower, wash my hair, do an everything shower, and then put on some skincare. And I want to show you my skincare because I feel like some things have changed in the past few months. Nothing too crazy, but I'll also give you a little skin update because I'm almost there. Like my acne scarring is almost gone. It's obviously still there, and I think it's gonna be there for a long time, but we're almost to the point like where I feel very comfortable without wearing makeup. And so I'm excited to show you how far I've come. Damn, one thing I will say is that sourdough is like concrete. Like the sourdough starter acts like concrete to my sink, to everything. I'm a little nervous. I probably should not be putting it down the drain. I'm officially at the what is called a tug and tuck phase of the sourdough. All you gotta do is get your hands wet. I think that's what you do. And you kind of like grab the sourdough and like you like scrape your hand around the edges and you make it into like a little ball. I mean, I don't know who in the hell would even be watching me do this right now because it's my first time ever making sourdough, but I figured we'd be in this together, and if something goes wrong, you guys are here to see. It's kind of what the dough looks like right now. It actually looks like bread. And then, I think this is what the tug and tuck is. I think you just pull it up, tug it, and then you fold it in. Turn it, and you tug it, fold that puppy in. Also, I don't know why, I feel like I'm making like 2 loaves of bread right now. This is only 1. And apparently, this is what the important part is because it activates the gluten in it. I don't know, you guys. I've watched probably 6 million YouTube videos at this point. Everyone does it so different that also makes me think that I'm doing it okay. I feel like I need to watch a video again. As I get older, I want to like have like that one thing that like one day my kids are like, you made this so good. Like when they come home, I don't even have kids by the way. When they come home from like college, that they want this to be made for me. Maybe one day it will be sourdough. When I go home to my parents, the few things that I really want is always chicken noodle soup. My mom makes a mean chicken noodle soup. She makes some delicious sloppy joes. What else does she make? I don't know. I always just love eating a steak at their house because it's so like nostalgic because I used to eat that all the time growing up. It's just so funny. Like we always have like those one things, and whenever we go over to Austin's family's house, we always eat roast beef, and that's our favorite. His grandma makes a mean roast beef. Mine's not really tugging. Now I have to do that 3 to 5 more times before I go to bed. It's 7:20, so if I do it every 30 minutes, 8:30, 9, I could technically be done by like 9 a.m. or 9 a.m. by like 9 p.m. So I feel like it's not too bad. Now I'm actually gonna go shower because I was gonna go shower a while ago. A little crazy, but this hair towel that I put on my head after I shower, I love her. I love her so much. She doesn't pull my hair, makes it extra dry. It's like a microfiber towel-esque. I love her. But I wanted to show you my skincare routine because it's slightly changed over the past few months, and I mean, kind of, not really. But here's a little update on my acne scarring. She's doing pretty good. As a reminder, this is what I looked like, I don't even know, like a few months ago, let's say. So we're getting there. It always looks the worst after the shower and when I ice my face. But this is what I looked like a week and a half ago. I got microneedling done in Bismarck because it was a lot cheaper. It was very, very inexpensive compared to what I'm paying here. I had a girl that I went to high school with. She works for a company there that did it for me, and she did such a good job. So, you know, she also did something called subcision, where she actually went in with like a scalpel and like took my pitted acne scars and like underneath my skin, like released it from like the internal side of my face. So, like the pits are no longer pitted, and that helped a lot. I think that has been like the biggest game changer so far, at least for like the pitted scarring, is the subcision. And so I would definitely do that again. But I ice my face after every single time I wash it, in the morning and at night, and it just helps with swelling and it helps with any active breakouts. And then I don't know, there's like some other benefits. Not sure what they are, but I like to ice my face. You actually just take a straight up ice cube and go ahead and ice it with that ice cube. I always have to wrap my hand around the towel with a towel because it's so cold and it drips everywhere. I usually do it until I am pretty red. Next up, I take my Calm Down toner. I always use a toner to help reset my pH. Just do a few squirts onto a cotton pad and I'll like that all over my face. Next, I go in with something new. It's called the Firming Peptide Serum. This is something that Emmy Diane gives to individuals who are, I think, like pregnant or anything like that. It really helps with acne scarring, wrinkles. It's kind of like a retinol retinol dupe, but it's obviously not retinol. I have really been struggling with retinol making me break out into hives on my neck. I don't put it on my neck, it just kind of like either seeps there, or I'm assuming it's like on, no, like my blankets. I have no idea, but I've been having a lot of trouble with that, so just a little more gentler. Next, I go in with my skin quencher, which is pretty much like a hyaluronic acid. This one is not hyaluronic acid though, it's glycerin, but does a very similar job. I am breaking out a little bit more than I have been in the past, and I think it's because I've been eating and drinking a lot of dairy lately. I've been kind of like testing out my, I guess I would say, like limits on dairy. I've been really trying to drink like the A2 dairy to see if it won't bug me as much. But I do think like a few of these are from the dairy consumption, because that's usually where dairy pimples kind of like show up on me. So my favorite products ever, I say this every single time, it is called Barrier Balance. This is a replenishing adaptogen cream, and this baby is mighty and I love her. And then I let that sit for a little bit, and then I put on my acne eraser, which is a benzoyl peroxide, because your girl still needs a good benzoyl peroxide to put on at night because it helps with the bacteria. But that is it for my nighttime skincare routine. I am gonna go ahead and brush my hair, do a few more tug and pulls, whatever the hell they're called, on my sourdough. I'm gonna go to bed at a decent time tonight and get up early and go on a nice walk before the sun comes up, because I don't want it to be too hot.
Under the top skin of the dough.
Austin's mom sent us down with all of his scrapbooks from when he was a kid, and pictures and ornaments and everything.
Yeah.
And this one, like how cute this is. Mom made this back in the day. There's a full binder full of like all of your art projects, like birthday cards, your progress report from kindergarten. That is crazy.
My furthest level of education's in here.
His high school diploma.
My Mandan High diploma.
I was just saying that I'm happy to see that. At least I know you graduated from high school.
Yeah, it was tough.
Austin also had a mullet.
A big head.
I think your mullet is my favorite hairstyle I've ever had. You did have a big head compared to all the other kids. Here, I'll show you Austin's mullet. You can kind of see like the hair like peeking through back there. Look at how cute he was as a kid. You were a cute kid. Wait, what does this say? I love you, mommy, and we think you make the best
Cookies?
Cookies! You are the best mommy I ever had, and you stink.
I think.
I think you are sugar mommy.
That's sugar?
It's S-U-G-R.
I think you're the
Sugar mommy to me, that you deaf. I love you, Austin. You got a state reading certificate. Oh my gosh, at least we know you can read.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you're a cute kid. Like your mom has all like your math problems in here, all of your report cards, spelling stuff. Oh, you got glasses when you were 8. Austin Vogel has memorized the act of contrition.
I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know either, but you memorized it. Oh my god!
Just me in the church, you know?
Please look at him in this picture. This is absolutely amazing. Oh, wish number 1 is to have my own dog. And it looks like Hadley and Remy. Wait, that's so cute. Wish number 3 is to be a good sports player.
That never panned out. The fitness gram, oh my god.
Oh my gosh. You wanted to be good at sports, but you almost needs improvement in the pacer. Oh my gosh. You did good in the curl-ups. Push-ups you actually needs improvement.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh, hilarious.
Yeah, you can't win them all, you know?
No, you did good in the sit and reach.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, like, I think they still do it. It's like they called it a fitness gram, but it was where you would like do things to see like how you compare to others. And Austin needs improvement. Push-ups. Oh, that's cute. That's good. Let's check on the sourdough. All right, it's a moment of truth. I'm so proud of her. She turned out absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to cut into this. It's the moment of truth. Our first ever sourdough bread. It was a labor of love. She is my child. I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna cut into her. I have like, my heart's kind of like palpitating right now. I have no idea what to expect. All right, here we go. I mean, she looks good. There's not a lot of holes. She's squishy. She smells like sourdough. It's not, I think I could have probably cooked it a little bit more because the outside's pretty soft. It tastes like sourdough? Yeah, I feel like I could have made the outside a little bit harder. Here she is. I think they always squish it in all the videos. Is this one squishy? Not really. She's really dense. Okay, I want a little butter on it.
Blueberry rhubarb.
Actually though, so we stopped at a little farm in North Dakota and you can like go in there, I think I showed it on my last vlog, but you can go in there and grab like stuff and it's on like an honor system. So you go in there and she makes like fresh like jam and jelly, scotcheroos, all that type of stuff.
I don't have enough muscles.
She makes fresh bread too. And so we bought blueberry rhubarb jam and it only has blueberries, rhubarb, sugar, and lemon juice in here. And so we're really excited to have this with our fresh sourdough. Damn, she had that sealed.
That's been good for 3 years.
I know. Isn't that the point of jarring though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on mine. Probably better if we toasted this, but I just can't wait. You know what? I'm just proud that it tastes like sourdough. I'm proud that it even is standing.
That's something to be proud about. I don't think you should make your best sourdough on the first try. You know, it takes time.
I think it'd be really good toasted too. That jelly is so good. Woo!
Yeah, I kind of wish it was toasted, but you know what? I'm way too lazy for that right now.
I'll toast them after this bite.
I'm gonna have like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich here, you know what I mean?
I'll make you one. Yum. Are you as excited as I am? Your girlfriend just made fresh sourdough bread.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty damn cool, huh? Mmm. That blueberry jelly is really good.
It is.
Holy moly. Yum.
No, you know what? You should go. Wear something amazing. Hold your head up high. Show them they can't break you.
I usually don't do a workout on Sunday, but we are going to do a little Pilates workout, just get me feeling good for the week. I haven't been on my workout game, like at all. When I was in North Dakota, barely worked out. I mean, like I would have some mornings where I would, but my mom and I would just go on so many walks where I just felt good at the time. So I'm gonna try to get back on my workout game. It's always a little bit of a struggle to get back into it, but I just am gonna keep saying it. That's why I love Melissa Wood Health workouts, because I actually enjoy doing them. And so like every single time I come to my mat, I'm like, all right, we got this, I'm ready to go. And I don't like dread doing it. So, but we're just gonna do a full body Pilates workout. So I'm also watching The Perfect Couple on Netflix. I'm on like episode 5. I think there's only 6 episodes and it is so good. So I'm like ready to like watch that. I kicked Austin out of the living room for the next 35 minutes just so I can get a little workout in.
Be so proud of yourself, you guys. I'm so proud of me. I hope you're proud of you. Today we are going to do a supercharged full body flow. We're doing a blend of your own body weight and weights.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line.
Hey, Mr. Bear.
I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high.